Welcome to the Libacious Podcast.
We're your hosts.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Kaiman.
Enjoy.
All right, we're back. And it sounds fine. Everything sounds good. I hope that the camera works. If not, we have the backup camera like last time. Just everything is kind of like been all over the place. So that's why we've been gone. Oh, also, this is the Libacious Podcast. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. This is a podcast where we normally try a new drink every episode and then talk about life. But today we're just gonna talk about life. No new drinks. It's an alcohol-free episode. Mm-hmm. We needed a just a moment of just like, woosah.
Yeah.
What is it? Just like some clarity. Just we just needed a little break, which is also why we're a little bit, we kind of skipped a week of putting the episode out, but hopefully that means that this episode is just going to be that much better because we had time to collect ourselves. Like in the last episode, we talked about spiraling.
Still spiraling.
Yeah, I think the spiraling is still going on.
Ooh.
Spiraling is still going on, but it's a little less tight of a spiral. We've loosened up a little bit. If we were a spring, we're more of a corkscrew now. Mm-hmm. Not less potential energy, physics and all that. If I'm remembering correct, I don't think I did very well in physics. Did you ever have to take physics in like high school or anything like that?
No. Luckily, I don't know how I got away from doing that.
Yeah. Oh my God. I
just skated just below so I can just do.
My physics teacher in high school was a biology teacher, but we didn't have enough like specific science teachers, so that she was learning the same time that we were.
I mean, that's like an easy A thing, She's like, oh, they don't know. I don't know either.
I mean, I don't know. I had to go to because
I hope she would be nicer on grading when like how are you gonna teach people what you're learning.
Right, exactly. She seemed she was trying because she was a biology teacher. She like went to school for biology.
Yeah.
And so she would try to teach using like biology and like animals and stuff like that.
Oh no.
But literally it was like the thing that I remember was she was like, okay, if a monkey is in a tree and you throw a banana at it, or if you just throw a banana straight, if it jumps out of the tree, what trajectory? Like we had to do like the little like Pythagorean theorem thing, like the triangle trajectory thing. Yeah. I don't even remember any of this, but I just remember she was just like, and I used my biology degree by making it a monkey that just fell out of a tree. I'm like, oh no. It's like, oh God. But Help us all. So going back to high school where at least I didn't drink. I was just horribly sober in high school, which I guess that's good. That's a good thing.
That was bad.
That's a good thing. I just know I didn't realize how many people were actually drinking until the end of high school. Like the summer between high school and college, I was just hanging out with everybody who was just still in town who hadn't gone off to college yet because I went into college at the end of August. So everybody was just like starting it like all throughout the summer. I was like, I'm the last one here. All of my friends have all shipped out to everywhere. But every single like weekend before that, people were all like getting together. And and then I was just going to like all these different parties and people were like drinking. I was like, you know what, why not? So that's when I was like, and I didn't know anything about anything. Somebody gave me what was it? Somebody gave me a shot of like rum.
Oh.
I didn't like it. And then they gave me a water bottle. They were like, chase it down with this water. And it was just white rum.
Oh, what a jerk.
I was just like shot out of my nose. I was just like, what is happening? Why do people drink this?
Ew.
Since then,
Traumatizing.
we've gotten a lot better at making sure alcohol doesn't taste like alcohol. Mm-hmm. We don't do shots anymore.
No.
If you see us out and you recognize us and you want to like buy us something, maybe get us a beer.
But if you're getting us a shot,
no shots.
lemon drop.
Lemon drop shots are good.
That's it.
Yes. Yeah.
Or Vegas bombs. That's it.
Vegas bombs.
We don't like to taste the alcohol.
You're not really. It used to be only tequila. I feel like we're out of our tequila era now too.
We like to mix it.
Yeah, I'd rather not just drink straight alcohol. It just doesn't mix well anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We're about to be
Sit
in our
well?
It doesn't sit well. Yes. Especially if it's like we've been drinking other things all day.
It's different. If we're drinking other things, it's different.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that we do. We're like, bleh.
It's like, oh god. Yeah. Like in college, we used to always start with shots of UV blue. Ugh. I know, like all the sugar. So we drank this past weekend, and we like woke up with hangovers, of course, because we're old now. Our bodies can't process it as well. But I was just thinking back to
Twisted Tea.
From Twisted Tea, yeah, exactly.
So like old people.
Right? No, it had to be the Rocket Pop. The Rocket Pop.
The straight tea.
Yeah, they had they put a little bit of cherry cherry flavoring into our hard tea. But no, I was thinking back to like when we would literally go on like not benders, but we would be drinking very, very heavily in college. And then I would just still get up at like 6 a.m., like 6, 7 a.m., and then just be ready to go again. Like I was like 19 years old. I was just like, I'm up, I'm ready, let's go. Yeah. It's like, I can't imagine that anymore. I'm just like, if I drink like 3 beers, I'm gonna be like, yeah, no, we're gonna be out of commission for the next couple of days.
We usually are.
But yeah, no, that's just what happens to you when you get older. It just
it's not the same.
Yeah.
Which I'm good, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's just it probably is. It's just
wear
like
and tear.
It's wear and tear, and it's also kind of like telling you like it's a sign to be like, all right, you don't need to be doing this all the time.
Yeah.
It's like you can do it for like certain celebrations, but it can't just be, I had a rough week, let me just drink as hard as I can this weekend. But sometimes we do. Sometimes that's necessary.
Yeah, sometimes it was a rough week. But I think because sometimes we choose, the drinks that we choose is when we feel like crap. Because like we like to drink darker, like heavier beers. True. And so sometimes if we have just those, we're still like the next day like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's like the sugars, I think a lot of the times with alcohol and things like that, especially if we're drinking like sugary drinks, that's when we have and like wine hangovers.
And our heavy beers make us feel sluggish the next day.
Yeah, because it's just liquid bread. It's just like too much carbs. You're just getting loaded down. Yeah. Anyway, that's
enough
just
about judging ourselves.
Right. We're talking about this is why we're not
judging us.
Right. Yeah. This is why we're not drinking right now. It was a spirally week, and we decided that it was time to take a little breather. But now I think we are gonna get more consistent with all of our stuff. We're putting together a game plan. We kind of went into autopilot mode for a little bit back for all of like social media stuff. We're gonna try to get a little bit more into that, and then also I'm horrible at like even talking to anybody on like through text, let alone like running a Facebook page. But we're gonna be back on the Facebook page. Get ready for that. I'm just gonna put a bunch of memes on it at this point. You know what? Like whenever I'm like scrolling, I'm like, that's fun. I'm just gonna put that up, and then maybe people will start talking. I don't know. It's up to you, the listener, the viewer. Anyway, let's move on to what else we've been doing to decompress, to unspiral ourselves, and we've been watching a lot of like good TV, good movies, good TV, like The Glass Onion.
Oh, that was actually really. It was longer than what I expected, though.
Yeah. I was.
We were like, oh, it's only 8. We can watch a movie 10:30, 11.
Right.
Like, what is going on?
It's like, why are we still watching this? But it's
How was it still on?
we could talk about it, but I don't really want to talk too much about it because that's one of those movies where it's like the sequel to Knives Out?
Yeah.
Knives Out. So it's one of those movies where it's like a mystery. So you're trying to figure it out as you go.
It's like Guess Who.
Yeah, Guess Who.
The game.
Yeah, exactly. And like I love those movies. They're so good. And then and then they just show like little details throughout the movie and then they come back to them and you're like, "Oh, I didn't even notice that." Like that kind of thing.
I want to watch it again to see like the clues.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, it's a really good movie. You should watch it. There is one thing that I always I don't know if I don't think this is a spoiler because this is like literally all movies. And that's what I was saying. Like when we first started watching this, I was like, if there's a big thing of glass that's a focal point of a movie, it's gonna break. If there's a loaded gun anywhere in the movie, someone's gonna get shot. It's like all these different things like in movies where you're just like, as you like keep watching them, or even just like, yeah, if you just pick up on patterns, it's like, yeah, no, if they like zoom in on something for long enough, like it's important enough to have, because I feel like if every producer had their way, all movies would be like 4 or 15 hours, like really, really long, because like they're making all these different shots and everything is like precious to them. So like if they're spending extra time on like a specific thing, then that's got to be important. That kind of thing. Yeah. So that's all I really want to say about Glass Onion, because I'm good at giving things away and talking about things.
It's just another movie of like who killed who.
Yes, that's exactly
the best way to describe it, and not giving anything away. Right.
Yes. So as you're watching it, keep those things in mind. Just like if somebody's got a gun, somebody's gonna get that gun's gonna get used. That's what I'm gonna make a movie where it just breaks all those conventions and everyone's gonna hate it. Yeah. It's literally gonna be like, there's a loaded gun at the beginning of the movie, never gets used. They're like, what? Wait, what do you mean?
Someone gets stabbed.
Right? Yeah, somebody gets stabbed.
Where'd the knife come from?
They stabbed me with the gun. There's gonna be a big glass atrium somewhere, and you're like, oh, this thing will never break.
The house blows up.
It does. Yeah. The house next door to it blows up. Yeah. No, it's gonna be when I make a movie one day, which I'm putting it out there. I'm gonna make one, and it's gonna be
into that, so don't even put it out there.
I'm just one day. I mean, I am into like filmmaking and stuff like that. You're
into like the crew. You're not.
Yeah.
Right. So.
One day when I have time to do everything that I've ever dreamed of, I'm gonna write.
This is why you spiral.
I'm gonna write a movie.
Move on to the next thing. This is why you spiral.
This is me spiraling right now. I'm getting ready to write an entire script. But yeah, another thing that we watched, which I kind of enjoyed, and I thought there's a lot of the times with like remakes, I feel like you're supposed to watch the first one and then you watch the remake so you can have the appreciation for it. But this one, I mean, I guess I've never seen the original, so I can't really say
which
that.
One?
White Man Can't Jump. With was it Jack Harlow? Is that him?
There's no original.
Yeah, there's a first White Man Can't Jump. I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Hold on, let me look it up. White Man Can't Jump, 1992.
Oh, yeah. But it's not. It's just a remake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's not like a sequel or anything.
No, it's a remake. Yeah, so I'm saying compare it to like if they did another Friday, right? Like if they did a 2023 Friday, we like have the appreciation of the first one. I guess. That kind of thing. But I don't know. I'm just saying I've never seen the first White Man Can't Jump, so I don't know any context to it. But it is kind of funny because they keep on saying he's like, stop bringing up race, like that kind of thing. He was like, everybody knows white men can jump now, like that kind of thing. It's like, I'm like, oh, okay. I guess they throw in the little things, so it's not like it doesn't feel preachy, but they're still like, obviously, there's the difference. Like we have difference in background, that kind of thing. But yeah, I thought it was fun. My favorite thing is Jack Harlow just walking around with his bag of what was it, shakes?
Yeah, it was like a green juice detox thing.
Yeah, detox shakes thing. Yeah. And then somebody was like, "Oh, what's his name? The comedian, who he was? Oh, what is his name? He talks with Charlemagne the God a lot. He does a lot of like controversial type stand up. What's
the guy who they have a podcast together?
Yeah, they have
Charlemagne Shorts or not Shorts? What's it? Right?
Like Charlemagne the God's like co-host kind of, right?
Andrew? No, is Andrew?
Yeah, like Andrew
Schwartz.
I
don't know. I'm just
something like that. Yeah, I think it is. Andrew Schultz. Okay, yeah, him. He's the one. He comes up. So Andrew Schultz, whatever his name, Schultz. He comes up and he's like, "Hey man, I got you. I can get you," because Jack Harlow has bad knees. Like he had to have surgery on his knees and stuff like that. So he's like, we can get it fixed with stem cells. And it was like, what do you mean stem cells? And it was like, yeah, we got stem cells. It was like just to say it. Like it was like, how do they work? Are you just gonna rub stem cells on my on my knees? Just like, no, we got you.
No, but he was already into it because he was like, I can play again?
Yeah, he was just like, I could play.
How much is it? 10 grand? Okay.
Yeah, I got this. I can make that up. No problem. It's like, if I could just have that confidence, that like mentality of just like, I'll make it work. It'll be fine. I can make it work. They're like, they both kind of had like,
mind you, while his girlfriend is working, taking care of the house.
Right. Yeah. Both of them. Both of their girlfriends were.
He was working too. The black man was working.
Yeah, he was working.
The white man wasn't working.
Oh, he wasn't. That's right.
He was just
trying to do
scammer type of thing.
Yeah, he was personal training.
Yeah, scamming people with
his juice
and being a like basketball coach or personal trainer thing.
Yeah, and them just hustling the tournament.
It was good. I would recommend it.
Oh, it's good. A
lot of laughs.
Yes, it was pretty funny, and their dynamic, like especially at the beginning, them just being like, we know we can do this to make money, so let's just work together. It's fine, and then them becoming like actually good friends by the end. It's great.
It's great.
It's great. It's a good movie. It's a feel good movie. But I don't know how the first one went, so maybe we'll have to watch the 1992
If it's a remake,
film.
it's probably the same thing, Kaylin.
It's got to be. Anyway,
it's a remake.
I just like seeing the first, like this is why I've never seen The Hobbit, because, well, actually no.
Right.
I was gonna read the book first and then watch it.
Right. That's
never mind. That's not the same. Anyway.
Try to argue and don't even have a good argument.
Let's move on. Well, okay. Well, I gotta get better at my debate skills. I was never good at debate team. But yeah, no, moving on. I guess because I have no leg to stand on here. Just the fact that I want to watch the first one is upsetting for whatever reason.
No one's upset.
She's livid over here.
I'm just saying.
You see her face. She's just so mad at me.
I'm saying you don't have to watch it.
The audacity of wanting to watch the first film of a remake, the main film.
Don't even. It'll give you a hard time.
She's attacking me.
I'm still on edge from you. Give me attitude
Authorities. Speaking of the authorities, just kidding. There were no authorities on this train, the bullet train. With that was a fun one.
That was really funny.
Let's move on to that. Let's go real quick through this because it was a quick movie. Yeah, let's bullet through it because but Bullet Train was one of those movies. I don't know, when did it come out? Like last year, I think. It's on Netflix
last
right
year
now.
Or the year before.
It's on
been
Netflix.
A little bit.
Yeah, which it's funny because I feel like those kind of movies are like perfect for like being filmed in 2020 because it's like small, so it's like they don't have to like be going anywhere. They could probably just built an entire like set of just like the different cars and stuff like that. But that was really funny. The that
What's,
whole
what's his name?
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt is someone trying to get out of being an
He's
assassin.
like assassin, spy, one of those. I don't know.
Yeah, he's just like.
No, he's not even trying to. He's not trying to get out of it. He has anger issues, as an assassin or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And he went to what's her name? They called
like
her?
a life coach or something.
No,
like
the person that was calling him.
Handler.
His handler, which sound like his like one of his close friends.
Yeah.
She sent him there, I think, and then he was just like, "No, I can't use a gun."
Yeah. She was like, "Take the gun." And he was like, "I'm not gonna use it. That's violent."
She's like, "Do you not know the career you have?
Yeah.
The career you chose?
Like, I'm not gonna take it.
Now everything has to be in violence."
Right. I'll just put some sleeping pills in some water for whatever reason.
Right.
He just there's just one scene where he's just like giggling to himself and putting sleeping pills in water for no one in particular. He just put it in it. He didn't know who was gonna drink from it.
He was trying to give it to one of the brothers.
Okay, yeah, one of the twins. But it was that whole thing. But yeah, no, all the different characters are hilarious. They're so great. I love that kind of filmmaking is good too, where it's just
serious,
like,
but also a lot of just comedic.
Yeah, like over the top, like characters all interacting with each other, just over the top violence, that kind of thing. But just like violence for kind of violence sake, because it's just like, this is ridiculous and this probably would never happen. But
gonna happen here.
It's like the realistic fantasy type movie. Like, these people don't exist. These are caricatures, but they're all it's just like it's like an anime type of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of animation and that kind of thing, I want to go through Black Adam real quick. Oh, because I still don't really know how.
That movie's so bad.
I don't know how. What reaction did you have, like, right at the end? Like, by the end of it, you're just like, why? Or just like,
said what?
Yeah, it was like,
I was like, what did we just watch?
I mean, they're
trying to throw too many things in there,
and also like have it open for.
That was DC, right?
Yeah, that was DC, and they're trying to have it open for a lot of the different, just like how Marvel has it.
Yeah, but Marvel somehow connects everything.
I feel like DC
just throws a movie out there and they somehow mesh it in with the other, like,
it's not cohesive like Marvel.
Say, oh, they were connected. How?
Yeah, it's not cohesive like Marvel has their overarching thing, which I think they're also trying to like figure out how to not like
everything's not connected all the time.
Yeah, because I think people are getting over them like not having a self-contained movie in it, because it's like it's always like this movie is always just part of the overall thing. Like how
Spider-Man now is like somehow always a part of it.
Yeah,
it's like
in every movie. Yeah, they're like, hey, remember Spider-Man's over there? Yeah, that kind of thing. But
and now he used to be by himself. Now he's in the mix.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things where I'm just like, what is DC like? DC hasn't figured out what they're good at yet. I think they're like, okay, well, we're gonna do this one. This like
they're fine with individual.
Yeah, like Superman, like all like the Man of Steel ones.
Yeah,
all of those were great. But then they're like, but we need him to be with Batman now. We need Batman to be like...
And like Batman's fine by himself. You can do, if they want to put them together, they could put them together for like one thing, like how maybe they end up in the same town.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then that was just, that's it.
Yeah, like the Snyder cut of Justice League was really... I like that, even though it was 4 hours long.
Yeah.
But like...
That's the route I think that's the route he wanted it to go, like kind of dark and edgy.
Yeah.
Because he's like, not everybody's a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, so
and then,
I think
there was no.
Right. And I don't know. Like, I feel like we haven't even seen any of the recent any recent Marvel movies since what did we watch? We haven't seen Ant-Man
since Wakanda, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't seen anything since.
Well, I keep hearing
Wakanda
like mixed
Forever.
reviews of like all the new stuff.
Yeah.
Of Marvel.
So, yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of up in the air.
We're not I guess we're not real Marvel fans. I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt. I haven't seen
not
any
real Marvel fans.
No, I'm just
You're so dramatic.
I'm just kidding. I'm being dramatic. That's why you married me, right? For the drama? Everyday drama, but some drama in your life?
Not these past few
not
weeks.
not bad drama.
Not these past few weeks.
What kind of drama have I been bringing in the past few weeks?
Mental drama.
Just me being like half depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. I get depressed sometimes. It's a lot. I have to, like I feel like I have to be like this person who like has
his shit together.
Not necessarily has his shit together.
That's how
but
you
like,
try to be, Kaylin.
I try to be the lovable, not clown, but like I want to make people smile, that kind of thing. But then there's every once in a while I'll get down and then I spiral even more, and then I'm just like, why do I even try to make people happy, that kind of thing, and then I just kind of like shrink into myself. Like
Gotcha.
Before you also, like that happened a lot. Like I would just disappear. Nobody would hear from me. I would just be gone. And then once I was like, okay, I'm over whatever happened there, then I would like reach out to people and be like, hey, what's up? But I don't know if like that feels like, that's why I'm like really bad with social media and just all that kind of stuff, because like literally I'll have these like manic moments of just being like, oh, I have all these great ideas, I'm gonna put all this stuff out. I'm just like, oh, this like I have this like a weird thought and I'm just gonna tweet it, that kind of thing, and then I'll get like depressed or whatever it's called, and then I'll just be like, oh, nobody likes me, I should probably just disappear right now. And then I just
that's like self-doubt, self-hatred.
Yeah. And it's one of those things too, because I don't understand, like when I was in high school I had the most confidence of anyone at all,
but the least responsibility.
I guess, yeah, responsibility, that's true. But like as I got older, I feel like I got like less and less confident and like less sure of myself, I guess. And that kind of just like ate away at me. And
we're in the real world, and now we have to figure out, people think we're supposed to have this huge plan and know what we want to do, but we're still learning. Even though I'm in my 30s, you're going in your 30s, we're still trying to figure out what we want to do.
Yeah. It's like the hustle culture, but it's like also, how do you get to the hustle culture when no one wants to help you? Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, everyone's like, you gotta make your money, you gotta do this, you gotta blah, 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 you figure it out. Okay, but some people need mentors, you know?
Yeah, true. And some people need patient mentors. Mm-hmm. like us. Like, I mean, I feel like, yeah, if I went into a career where I just really needed to know, or I kind of like needed to restart like my way of thinking for that career, I would definitely need just like some kind of guide, like, because I would just be like, okay, well, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. I'm just gonna do the easiest thing right here and just keep doing that until that doesn't help me anymore. So I don't know. But this is what we've been spiraling about, guys. Actually, this is what we're trying to like do, something like change.
We're trying to do like 5 things at once.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I brought up something, I'm not gonna say it on here.
Yeah.
About becoming or doing something just to get like extra income.
A little side hustle.
But that calls for taking classes, and it's like, we're already busy. Right. It's like, how I'm gonna fit in classes. Yeah. In that mess.
I mean,
we gotta figure it out.
Yeah. We'll just sacrifice some sleep to do all the things that we need to do. We'll sleep when we're dead, I guess. That's what they say. I don't want to, though. I like sleep. It took me forever to even get to a moment where I liked sleep. I used to only sleep like 4 hours a night, because I was
now you knock out 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, because I'm tired all the time. Because I'm mentally... No, but it was one of those things where it was like revenge free time, something like that. Where I would be at work all day. I would come home. I would have to cook and stuff, like eat and stuff like that. But then I would like stay up until like 1 a.m. playing video games, because I was like, I didn't have time.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have like.
That's why we stay up late now.
Yeah, which is like now, it feels weird because we used our free time, but now it's like, okay, well, your free time has to be doing something productive.
But not your entire free time. That's where we argue.
Yeah, and that's where I started to freak out, because if I play video games for like an hour, I'm like, I could have been drawing something for the podcast or something like that.
But it could be only 12 in the afternoon. He's like, I could have done blah.
Yeah,
it's okay to take time for yourself.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's our little spiral there. I don't know if that helps anybody for us to for us to vent. To
We'll make a little thing on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Yeah, actually,
we question.
Yeah, we'll ask some questions. We'll do.
Do you feel pressured as an adult to have all the answers?
Right.
And be in your forever career.
Right. I can't even imagine how people feel with like kids. Like I feel like I would be pressured to, like, if I had a kid looking up to me, I'd be pressured to be like, I have all the answers. Like,
Same.
I know what I'm doing, that kind of thing.
Same.
And I don't know if it would help the kid or not, to be honest with them and be like, I have no idea what I'm doing right now.
I think for our kids, being honest would be the best route.
Yeah, and be like, I'm doing my best. I'm honestly doing my best. I'm trying to figure out what it is that we need to do, but I don't have any answers. So I'm just trying to, like, I just have to take it one step at a time, which is hard for me not to, like, want to use my future binoculars and be like, well, it's the thing that my parents always said. It was like, what's your 5-year plan?
Yeah.
And be like, I don't know what I'm going to be doing next week.
Our interests change. And also, like, at this point right now, we're kind of like, what can we do to get a not even a career, get something that we like at the moment to save so we can be free in the future.
Yeah, like it's
like something I can just kind of enjoy that helps me save money for the future. I don't have to do it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like what was it? We were listening to Rich Dad Poor Dad or something like that. And then they said at one point, he was like, jobs are just a temporary fix to a temporary problem, that kind of thing. So it's like, you get a job to get the money to get to where you want, that kind of thing. Whereas most people think in like, oh, well, I just have to be working my whole life. And then maybe I'll be able to save up enough to be able to, like, not work. But we're doing the math. Everyone's doing the math now. I've seen so many TikToks of this. They're like, for millennials to be able to retire at 65.
Like the original, like from back in the day, 65. Right. You have to have
$3.1 million in the bank just to be able to, like, sustain your life for maybe 10 years.
And not have to get a part-time job.
Yeah. And so, but because of compounding interest and all this extra stuff that's, like, just happens, they're like, to realistically be able to do that, you have to you can't just have a 401k, which is what we're discovering now. Yeah. And we've, like, it's hard to.
We might change my 401k to a Roth IRA.
Yeah.
And just continue to put money in there.
And that's us being adults. No child knows what a Roth IRA is.
We're still learning.
I really don't actually know what a Roth IRA is, but I know it, like, helps you make more money over time. But yeah, no, it's just every time I, like, put a step closer to, like, understanding how money and, like, how we can make all this stuff work, I feel like my inner child is just being like, yeah. Like, it's not fun, though. It's like, this isn't fun. Yeah. So, I don't know. Anyway.
Not be fun when we have our home and kids.
So. It'll be, the end product is going to be fun, but getting there is the part where it's not fun.
You gotta think, the people that we met over this past weekend, like, they're at that point where, like, we want to be. Yeah. Or not in that field. But, you know, where we want to be. Yeah, yeah. Overall, like, financially free.
Life-wise, yeah.
And you can see, like, their personalities, they still have that, seem like they still have, like, that kind of inner child. It's just, you have to put it aside for a moment to get where you want to be.
Yeah, you just can't feed it all the time.
You can't let it just take over.
Because inner children aren't responsible. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. It's like inner children want to play. Children want to play.
Yeah, okay.
But
we'll move on to something good now.
Let's move on to something that's fun for us right now, and that's talking about other people's problems on the internet. Right. So I have not our problems, other people's problems. It's just like that. What did Trevor Noah say? It's like a German term.
I don't know. He says it. I can't pronounce it.
Schadenfreude or something like that.
I can't pronounce it.
Schortenfreude. I can't even look it up. I don't know how to spell it.
It probably sounds close.
The joy of watching other people's pain or something like that. Let's look at this first spice cake. It's called Petty Revenge. It's a petty revenge. I love these. Like, I don't know how many times I have to say it. I love them. Because
I like them more too than the am I the asshole?
Yeah, because those ones feel a little bit more like you have to do a little bit more mind gymnastics because some things are very nuanced. This one, it's kind of I pre-read this.
Yeah.
I've been vetting these because sometimes we get stinkers and I don't want to put stinkers on the internet. So stinkers. I don't want a stinker on the internet. But this one is more of a instant karma kind of thing. I was telling you earlier. Mm-hmm. It's called Petty Revenge. But okay, Petty Revenge on a shrieking, surly idiot feeding seagulls. I was babysitting and took my young charges to the beach. They were 3 years old and having a great time collecting sticks and rocks and feathers. Don't let them play with feathers. I feel like feathers and stuff could be diseased.
Yeah.
But playing chase, digging, and having kid fun. They were very kid fun. That's what they say. That's what it says right here.
I know. Kid fun.
There were very few people nearby. Just a couple of young gals, maybe early 20s, snoozing and tanning on a sunny day, sparkly ocean, and an all around nice time. Oh, okay. The punctuation threw me off. They were 100% unbothered by the two little kids with me doing their thing. A woman and maybe her daughter of an age similar to the tanning gals came and plopped down on their blanket maybe 15 feet away from the tanning gals, probably 30 feet from us. Older woman pulls out a bag of something, bread, crackers, things that you shouldn't be feeding animals, and started chucking them. That was my thing. That wasn't what she said. Or they said, I don't know, and starts chucking them out into the sand between her and the two gals. Mm-mm. Oh my God. Immediately, a flurry of dirty, squawking, fighting gulls descended for the snack, swooping over the two gals, waking them up. They were startled and annoyed by the low circling, landing, cracker-snatching birds that are blowing sand on them with their flapping wings just inches away. This person definitely went to we're trying to do a college essay kind of thing.
They are. I know how I feel about it.
I hear one of the gals
cracker snatching.
I hear one of the gals ask the woman to please not feed the birds because they were disturbing them. The woman starts shrieking that she can do what she wants.
And go somewhere else.
Blah blah. Never mind that she could have done her Snow White convenes with nature scene somewhere else on the wide open beach if she'd considerately sat some distance from other people, but she didn't. She wanted to be right next to them. Mm-hmm. She wanted to throw those.
She was being rude.
She was just being super rude. I was thinking how annoying she was when, as she went on and on at the two girls, but suddenly my young charges did what many 3-year-olds love to do at the beach. They got up and ran straight at the birds, who were all started flapping and flying in all directions to escape, giving the bird lady a taste of the nastiness the gals had just experienced. If they landed nearby again, the kids turned and ran that way. Seagulls everywhere, bird mayhem. The bird lady was enraged and started yelling at the kids to leave the birds alone. I yelled at her that they are just little kids and they can do what they want. The kids had stopped when she started yelling, but I told them to run and chase the birds if they wanted to, so they did. Younger woman looked like she wanted to dig a hole and climb in. Obnoxious woman picked up her crackers and blanket, and they left. The sun continued to shine, the water sparkled, and we kept enjoying our lovely day. All right, that was
instant karma.
Right, that was a long way to just say this lady was feeding birds.
Right.
Got upset when people told her not to, and then the toddlers chased the birds in her direction. She freaked out. That kind of thing. I mean,
but it was kind of good though. I like how he told. I like his storytelling.
That was good storytelling.
That was a good one.
That was good. But yeah, no.
They can do what they want.
I don't think you're supposed to feed I mean, obviously seagulls are like scavengers and like taking all your stuff anyway. Did I tell you I saw a seagull take a hot dog right out of a man's hand one time at the beach?
They've seen it too.
That's
a kid like go to eat it and
yeah,
like,
just
scoop down.
it just grabs it. It's crazy how like I'm like
my parents seen it. They're
oh,
like,
no.
oh, like oh the kid, because
Right?
the kid was like,
yeah. I mean, especially if you're hungry, you're
Yeah,
like about
like
to
the
eat.
worst thing
You're like,
ever.
oh my god.
You're already like irritated because you're hungry, and
like-
then something like it's like when your ice cream falls.
Oh my
and
god.
you were looking forward to that scoop, and you're like,
Right? It's just like it's just all the way like that's the inner child right there. You're just like ugh. But like what do you do when you go back to the hot dog vendor, or if there was a really long, if you waited in line for that and then you just like walk out and then a seagull just takes it and
I'd be
you're just like
so sad.
I mean like
I would hope they saw him like just come get another hot dog.
right,
you know?
you're like like a seagull literally just took my hot dog, like what do I do? And they're like, if they're nice they'll give you a new one, but
if not they're like, oh you're
God.
SOL.
Yeah, you're SOL.
Are you sure?
It's like, well, I'm gonna grab one of these seagulls and cook it right in front of you. How about that? I was like, I'm gonna have some seagull rotisserie. All right. Anyway,
Well,
the next one is a little bit more infuriating. This one was like fun, because it's ignorance, for ignorance sake. Here we go. Here's spice cake number 2. You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Ready?
Am I the asshole for begging my girlfriend to uphold a sexist tradition just so she can make a good first impression? If your family upholds sexist traditions, maybe it's time for that to change. Maybe we just don't do that anymore.
Right.
Some traditions deserve to die. We read that a while ago. Okay, I have a big family. That's incredibly close. We have big family dinners every few months where we all meet at my great-grandfather's estate and eat together. Typically rich. Immediately rich estate. Rich and maybe out of touch.
Disgusted.
Rich. We're trying to be there one day, but no. Never out of touch. We'll never be out of touch. We're going to be down to earth all the time.
All the time.
I'm going to live in our bubble, but still, yeah. Anyway, typically how this works is that the women go cook for the time they're there, and the men don't. So the men just wait around waiting to be served. Which I am fully aware it's sexist as hell. So why are you okay? That being said, I am one of the youngest people in the family, and my protests mean literally nothing. How about your protest can be you just not going.
Right.
You can say your actions are going to speak louder than your words.
Ugh.
Some of those women choose not to cook. However, this is usually met with a level of ostracizing. The women who don't cook are wives and long-term girlfriends. They kind of already have a good family relationship doctored in. When I have seen the new partners not cook, it's gone bad. Like completely ostracized, not speaking, cattiness, rudeness, etc. This is a horrible.
How are they going to
family.
judge them if they're not cooking?
Right, exactly. I can't. Yeah, no. This dinner will be in 2 weeks, and my girlfriend was asked if she would attend. Initially, she said yes, which is great. I want her to meet everyone and for everyone to get used to her being around. But when I explained to her the tradition, this isn't a tradition. It's just sexist men wanting to be served. She was understandably bothered. I told her that I understood where she was coming from. However, it was best for everyone if she just played along.
Ew,
I told her, I know, this is horrible. I told her this isn't a permanent thing and that I'm only asking for her to do this so that she can avoid bad treatment from the rest of the family. This is her first impression, and I don't think it's best if we cause waves. She told me that it's unacceptable, which she's right, and that if she has to do that, she will not be going. I've tried to find a compromise with her on this, but she won't budge, and she's pissed at me. She told me that if I think it's acceptable to make her do this, I'm just as bad as everyone else, yes. Mm-hmm. Well, my point is that she needs to make a good first impression. First impressions aren't, like, being subservient to someone to make a good first impression, be like, oh, they'll fall in line, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's not good. You are the asshole. You are the asshole. Whoever wrote this, you are the asshole. Okay, here we go. This is one of the top comments right here. It says, "You are the asshole. Why won't my girlfriend abandon her sense of self-respect so that she can establish herself as a subservient woman tool so that my sexist family won't mentally and verbally abuse her? She just doesn't get it."
He said that?
No, this is like...
That's someone else said.
someone,
Oh,
like,
sorry, I'm blowing out. Someone else commented that?
That's the quotes. This is like they're saying this is what the writer said, which is literally what... It is. It's like, guys... How am I the asshole here? I just want her to... I know I'm acknowledging that it's sexist. But if she just does it, then we can, like, move on with our lives. And she can just start doing it all the time for me. Maybe, I don't know. He's, like, trying to be, like... Right? Oh, my God. I can't imagine. I
can't believe you had her to be like, just do it to get accepted. And then after that, you don't have to do it. Okay, but every time she goes back over there, you're going to expect her to do it.
Right. Yeah. No.
So no.
Like, what? No, I just...
You should have warned her about this before you got serious to the point you want her to meet your family.
Well, whatever girlfriend he has who accepts this is gonna be like, I'm
saying he should have told the one he's with now.
Yeah. Before
they got to this point.
I'm just saying, I hope he never finds a girlfriend who's gonna be okay with this.
I'm sure it's probably gonna be one.
Yeah.
They probably raised by a family like
they're from a similar family, that kind of thing. That just makes me upset because it's just like, if you're gonna be a part of this family, right, and you uphold this tradition, you acknowledge that it's bad, it's wrong,
right, but you still do it.
So why are you, like, you can protest, right? But he's, actually, you know what probably is gonna happen is what is happening is he knows that there's a lot of money here, right? If he goes against this, ostracizing, it already shows that they're already like they're not above just like shutting a person out, shunning somebody. So he's probably thinking about the money, and that kind of stuff. So he's probably like, if I actually protest, like, I can protest all I want and be like, guys, this isn't
inheritance,
right. This isn't right, guys. We shouldn't be doing this. But then they're like, yeah, well, then you're not in the inheritance. He's like, oh, okay, well, I mean,
never mind.
Yeah, it's like, literally, your protest should be just not attending these.
Exactly.
Just don't go.
Exactly.
Then when they're like, when everybody's like, when the higher up, the people who are too far gone or whatever, are like, why doesn't anybody come to our dinners anymore? Like, what's happening? We don't have enough women to cook our food for us anymore. That kind of thing. What is that? Then maybe they'll have to change, because, like, you got to vote with your actions, I guess. Whatever. Like, yeah, I don't know. This is...
I don't like that.
Yeah. If he... I don't know how long he's going to have this girlfriend either, too.
Same.
Because that's like a huge red flag. It's like, I'm acknowledged... That's gaslighting, too, I think, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of gaslighting. He's like, I acknowledge that it's bad. But... For
my family to like you, you have to do it.
Right, exactly. It's like, you want my family to like you, right? And like, if that's the one thing is, like, we've talked about it before with, like, marriage and stuff like that. If the two of you are in love and, like, are going to be married and start your own family, it doesn't matter what anybody else's family says.
Exactly. Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah. So, like, if
it's your relationship, not theirs.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know. Like, I would never put myself or anyone else in this position. Like, if this was something that I grew up with, at least, like, I know it's hard when you, like, grow up in it and you're like, this is normal. Like, this is this is how it happens. But, like, if you're acknowledging that it's sexist and it's not, that it's bad, you should have have nothing to do with it. I feel like I'm repeating myself now. But,
you're just irritated.
I'm just irritated. It irks me. It irks my nerves. But yeah, no. So we can accept that this guy is the asshole.
Definitely. A big one. Actually, his entire family.
The whole family is an asshole, right? Yeah. Like, do the men do the dishes afterwards? Like, what's happening? Sit there. They're just sitting there with their whiskey and cigars, just being like,
I can see it now.
Doing the big bellied laugh at, like, nothing in particular. And then I shot the deer in the face. They're like that kind of thing, you know, like, and then all the women are in the kitchen like plot. I hope they're plotting
Probably rolling their eyes
to poison all of these men. No, I'm just kidding.
Poison. Just kidding.
Yeah, just kidding. But yeah, no, this is a problematic family, and we need to not ever have this go on in this great country of ours.
We're in 2023.
Yeah, I thought it was
not
2023.
In the 50s.
Even yeah, 50s. Just like the have you seen any of those old ads where it's like, woman, are you tired of like what's like this new vacuum cleaner for women, like that kind of thing? It's like ugh, like just the household like appliances.
Yeah.
You'll never have to wash again with this new dishwasher.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. But yeah, we're this guy's the asshole. Anyway, this was our alcohol-free, spiral-heavy podcast. I don't know if anybody liked this or if you made it here.
Made it this far,
but if you did,
thanks for listening, watching. If it goes on YouTube,
I'll put it on YouTube. It's gonna be on YouTube. I don't know when. The schedule is all over the place.
We're trying to rework it.
Yeah, we're gonna. This will. This will appear when it appears, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll keep you posted on social media and stuff like that. Right.
But thanks for listening. Share with friends and family. You can find us on most podcast platforms. Mm-hmm. We will talk to you next time. Bye.